wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. Don't never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me.
Hey guys, what is up? What is up? Welcome to the Pick and Roll Podcast, episode 3. I'm here with my co-host, NYG70T85. Jeff,
Hi.
I hate your team, so throwing that out there. And
I hate your team too.
I'm here with my co-host from last night for the Sixers versus Kings live play-by-play, Nikki Steeds. And we're also live on his channel. We're
Hello,
live on
everyone.
Next Shift Randy's, and I'm pretty sure he will pop in a bit. We're live on NYG70T85, my channel, and the Hardcore Sports Network. So, how are you guys doing?
Doing
now,
good.
Things are going pretty smooth right now.
Yeah, well, I think you heard what was going on today, Nikki. Did you hear about Sixers news?
No. What was it again?
We'll talk about it later on because I want to save it. And, yeah.
All right.
So,
So you guys see my real reaction.
yeah. So let's just get started with it because Cade Cunningham got injured. I mean, he was already injured. He's had his shin surgery, so he's going to be out for the rest of the year. So where do the Pistons go from here? Nikki, since you're our guest, I'm going to let you go first.
From here, at this point, you just try to see what you got with your current roster and see what they can do, I feel. See what some of your younger core can do. See if there can be assets or going forward, or if they're liabilities you can move on from. Because they're still at the bottom of the league. It's a long rebuild to the top. So just use this as an experimental year to see what you got for the future. And without Cade.
Okay. All right. Jeff, what about you?
I mean, it's a shame what happened to Cade Cunningham. He was one of the top prospects coming out of this past draft. So you hate to see a young kid miss an entire first year of his career. But I mean, I thought the Pistons were a team that they have a lot of good young talent that they drafted in the past couple of years. But it's still going to take a little bit of time for them to come together, start developing together as a team. So it's a shame what happened to Cunningham, but hopefully he can make a full recovery in the offseason and be ready for the 2023-2024 season.
Okay. Yep. So for me, their center right now is Jalen Duren, correct?
Yes.
That's their center. How do you guys feel about Jalen Duren going forward? Like, is he a center going forward, or should you tank and go for Victor Wembanyama? Like,
No. Because you can tank all you want, but we know, Mitch and Nikki, there's a lottery. You can tank all you want, but it doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get the number one pick, because you could be the worst team in the NBA, and it's happened multiple times where the worst teams in the NBA have not gotten the number one pick because the lottery hasn't gone in their favor. So tanking is not an option anymore. You can tank all you want, but it's not a guarantee you're getting that top player coming out of the draft. You can get maybe the second best player, but The best thing to do is just continue to play, the best basketball you can, develop some new young players, and then, see where you guys finish at the end of the season. And maybe you can get yourself a pretty high draft pick coming into the lottery sometime in May and June.
Okay, because that's where I was going at. Because Jeff, I'm a huge fan of Victor Wembanyama. I've been watching him for years.
Yes.
So I think if they get him and Cade Cunningham is good, because he's supposed to be good by the training camps. So if they can get Victor Wembanyama and Cade, and then you still have Killian Hayes, Sadiq Bey, and all those prospects, all those young talent, they can go far. They can go far with those two guys, but as of right now, I kind of agree with both of you. Just hold out. Maybe they could make a trade or two. I don't know who they could trade. Maybe for like a draft pick or something to stock up. Maybe pull like a Oklahoma City Thunder and, just let them go on from there.
But what tradable chips do they have? Like what players on that team that you think you want to sell off to potentially bring in a younger player? That's the question.
Sadiq Bey. There's actually rumors that Sadiq Bey is on a trading block to the Sixers.
What would you get for a Sadiq Bey, though?
Huh?
What kind of draft compensation would you get for a Sadiq Bey?
For a Sadiq Bey, I would do probably 2 seconds or a second and a first, around there.
Do you think a first-round pick would be a viable amount of draft compensation for a Sadiq Bey? He seems like a solid bench player, but I don't know if a first-round pick is going to be. I think a first-round pick is a little too much.
I would do a second or two. That's the most I would go for because our bench is not that good. Nikki, you agree with me there?
Exactly.
Yeah. Our bench is not that good.
Yeah,
so I would give him a second
at this point.
Yeah, I'll give
Unless
him
you're going to get a game changer right now, don't risk a first.
Mm-hmm.
No, that'd be a bad idea by your GM if you're going to trade a first-round pick for a Sadiq Bey. You have to try to go after somebody with a little bit higher profile than a Sadiq Bey. I think you guys can do a lot better than that.
Yeah, but for me, honestly, if they can go get Victor, I know it's not a guarantee. They're actually one of the I think they're the worst record in the NBA. I really think they're like right there for the worst record. I know it doesn't matter with the lottery.
Yeah. No, I think they're close to one of the worst.
Yeah. So it's just something to think about. And honestly, I want to see Cade back. I love Cade. I've done it bro, I feel so bad whoever has him on fantasy.
You're actually right, Mitch. They are the worst team in the East. They're 7-22. They're 2 games behind they're a game behind the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the Hornets are missing Melo, so that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
He's actually going to come back soon, I think.
They don't have anything else.
But honestly, they need to make a push. People are getting tired. I know a lot of Pistons fans, a lot, and they're just tired of this. They just need something to go forward, and a lot of them tell me to go Victor, to go that route. But it's crazy to think that. It really is.
I don't blame Piston fans because ever since the Iverson trade in 2008, they have a couple fluke playoff appearances where they got swept. I mean, it's been a decade and a half at this point.
Yeah.
Jeff probably wants something now.
Yeah.
In their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since the Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed, and Ben Wallace days with that team. They've been starving to get back to their winning ways that they had when they were consistently one of the best teams in the NBA in the 2000s. So they're just trying to stockpile as many draft pick compensation as much young players to see if they could try to hit gold on any of these guys and become one like another Oklahoma City or even like what Memphis has put together. Some of these even like Sacramento. Sacramento did that where they put together a lot of young players and even traded away some young players to bring in veterans like Malik Monk and even like a Sabonis. So that's what Detroit's trying to do.
Look like they benefited so far.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And New Orleans, too. They're another one. They did the same thing.
But New Orleans did it correctly. They did it correct after that AD trade, and we're going to be talking about AD later on in the podcast.
Right.
So, did you guys hear about the new names for these individual awards? Because to me, honestly, it's about damn time, but I have some questions about these names. So let
The
me.
Michael Jordan Award?
Huh?
The Michael Jordan Award, they're calling one of them?
Yeah. So here it is. Like MVP is the Michael Jordan Award. Defensive Player of the Year, Hakeem Olajuwon. Rookie of the Year, Wilt Chamberlain. Sixth Man of the Year, John Havlicek. Most Improved, George Mikan. And new Clutch Player of the Year, Jerry West. So,
Ugh.
how do you
Wait.
guys feel about this?
Clutch
Jeff, I'm
Player
going
of
to
the
come with you on this one.
Well, I mean, see, I didn't have a problem. I don't know how you guys feel. I didn't have a problem with them just keeping it the way they were. I mean, I know you want to put the name recognition behind some of these awards, with the famous basketball players or NBA legends, but do you really need to have like some of these renamed by a certain person's a name? I mean, I get it. The NFL does that and some of the other sports do it, but a clutch player of the year? I mean, I guess if that's a way to distinguish itself from an MVP, I get it, but I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, but
some of them I get, but
MVP
I don't know.
and clutch player tie in with each other
I
to some
mean,
degree.
I agree, Nikki. It does tie in some ways, but not quite. I mean, it really just depends. What's going on, CWE? I mean, I guess like with MVP, it's like more about how your team is doing. I think like how your overall team is doing. While as clutch is like you're there in and out no matter what, and you're helping put your team over the top when it comes to that type of award. It's like they're similar, but I think I could see some differences between the two of them overall.
I just feel it's an
About
odd
halftime.
award, the new clutch player.
I agree. It is.
What
It's
else,
just like a confusing award, like where they came up with this idea.
I'm
but
not feeling these.
Now, for Defensive Player of the Year, I've seen people on Twitter. I don't trust Twitter to a degree because we all know what Twitter is like. People are saying Ben Wallace for Defensive Player of the Year, and I can honestly see that. But look what Hakeem Olajuwon has done.
Right.
Look what he has done. And
Dominant.
Ben Wallace is a great defender.
What about
dominated.
Dikembe Mutombo?
Three-time, four-time Defensive Player of the Year, something like
What
that.
about Dikembe Mutombo?
Mutombo should be up there. You got Gobert, who could be up there as well. I mean,
Nah, too soon. Too soon.
Yeah,
He's
too
not.
soon for
He's
Gobert?
got to be like. Yeah, it's got to be somebody that's got like a recognition with the NBA over the
Like a-
years' time.
big game changer, and Akeem
Exactly.
was that.
Exactly.
Like Gobert, he's good defensively, but he's not a game changer, as you can
Yeah.
see with the Timberwolves.
Right.
Olajuwon was one of those game changers in the day, like even Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing in his prime. Like some of these big time centers back in the day, they were game changing players. Whereas Gobert, he's an incredibly good defender overall, but it's different because he doesn't have that recognition that some of these other players in the past have compared to the present day guys.
Yeah. Now, here's another one. The Rookie of the Year, Wilt Chamberlain. Okay? I have to say Magic Johnson. Because, look, they won the championship with him as the center against my Sixers. I mean, what kind of rookie does that? Like, did Will have, like, an extreme, like, an out-of-the-mind Rookie of the Year?
Yes, he did. Wilt Chamberlain is Wilt Chamberlain for a reason. I mean, the guy averaged like a 20-20 every single season of his career. So
Right.
when you want to talk about a Rookie of the Year, you could give it to a guy like Magic Johnson, but Wilt Chamberlain seems to be somebody that fits the bill when you're talking about that type of award. So it makes complete sense.
You're right, CWE. I forgot about that. Hey, look who it is. What up, Randy?
There he
Mr.
is.
Next Shift.
All right. Yo, what up, man? How you doing?
What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
You're good.
So, honestly, we're going to talk about this in a little bit, but I want to get your opinion. Me and you talked about this a little bit. Cade Cunningham, right? He's out for
Hey,
a
Ref.
whole year. So, where do you go from here if you're the Pistons?
I mean, you got to start leaning on Sadiq Bey and the rest of that young crew there. But I mean, that's going to hurt his growth and definitely hurt them a lot this season. Damn, that's brutal. I wish the best for him. Hopefully, he comes back healthy.
Yeah, he should be back by the training camps. So
Ooh.
that's
Does
good.
everybody know? Like, what is it like the shin? Like, what happened? Like,
My dad explained it to me. It's like a very I can't really explain it in his terms.
It's like a fracture or something.
Yeah.
that's what I'm wondering. Yeah.
A displaced
Hey, what
fracture.
up? What up, Philly Insider Podcast? What up,
Hey,
Hunter?
Philly.
How you doing, man? It's been a long time, bro.
Thank you for coming by the stream, Hunter.
So, people are telling me, people on Twitter, I don't trust Twitter,
No,
to tank
blame you.
to go for Victor Wembanyama. I can see that. Like, personally, I'm a huge fan of Victor Wembanyama. Jeff knows. But I just got to say this right here. Jeff brought up a good point with the lottery. Let's say they tank, right? Let's say they tank and go all the way down. Well, they are the worst team in the league right now. They are. So, what if they don't get the pick? I mean, is this draft class really that stacked? Like, I know you got Scooter Henderson.
Yeah.
You got Victor Wembanyama and some other guys. So, oh, okay. Oh, nice, man. We got to collab again, bro. We got to collab again, definitely. So what do you think about that? Should they tank
Hey,
for
DG.
Victor? Yeah. Do you think they should tank for Victor, Randy?
Yeah, you kind of hit the nail on the head there a little bit, mentioning what you and Jeff were talking about, the sense that, like, the lottery may not work out in your favor, like, God forbidding, it might end up being the second half, and it might being a team that, let's be real, the Thunder have a lot of draft picks. They have a lot of everybody's first rounders and second rounders. Who's to say that they don't just package a bunch of those to the team that's basically maybe has the first overall and goes, listen, we need this one guy. We want this one guy. We'll give you a buttload. And I say a buttload and I say a player or something for that. It'd be hard for a team not to turn it down, especially since, not everybody, but there's some people like Jeff who just are wondering if Victor Wembanyama is actually going to be that said player.
Yeah. And I already know what happened during the lottery, because the year the Nets were the worst team in the NBA, the only I think we have the worst team by far is that we were supposed to be involved in getting the number 1 pick with that John Wall draft that was coming up, and we ended up getting the number 3 pick. So we were the worst team by far in the NBA, and we had the number 3 pick overall. We had to get Derek Favors.
We had
Yes,
the second pick, and we
You
took
did.
Evan Turnover.
Yeah, you had Evan Turner. Obviously, the Wizards took Wall, and then we took Derek Favors, who was a disaster for us.
Why did we have to take Evan Turnover?
What's up? What's got SK Reggie?
So
Is that a joke, by the way, or is he?
I
I'm
know, the guy
wondering that myself. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
But Randy, I don't know if you've seen, but there are new names for these for the
Yeah, I
awards.
watched it last night. I seen it. Yeah, I watched it live.
So what do you think about this?
I kind of like it. Even the gentlemen on the panel were kind of questioning the Rookie of the Year Wilt Chamberlain award, but then they started to spew out his rookie stats for that year, and I believe he averaged something like 38 and 27 or something crazy like that.
God dang.
So they were like, yeah, that kind of makes sense that they're paying homage to him definitely for that trophy. But I personally have no issues with any of these. I think they're neat. I think it's cool to put a name toward it now. So
for the Rookie of the Year, I said Magic Johnson because what he did to my Sixers in the finals, and the Western Conference Finals, he got that trophy, named that to him. And then you got Hakeem Olajuwon, right?
Yeah.
People were telling me about Ben Wallace. Now, Hakeem Olajuwon, look what he has done. I'm pretty sure someone said like he's in top 10 in steals.
Yeah, that was
blocks.
CWE, I believe.
Yep, right here. That he's top 10 in steals and blocks. So, do you give that to Olajuwon? Because I think I'll give it to Olajuwon now. Even though Ben Wallace is like a 4-time defensive player of the year?
yeah, but also you got to look at the longevity of the career too, right?
Yes. Yeah,
And
that
like,
makes sense. How long
and,
has he
and
been
for
in the league?
forever, it was always like whenever he heard about, even in his later years when he was even on the Raptors, Hakeem Olajuwon was still a man you feared when you came into the paint because you just knew that you were going to have to basically tough it out.
Yeah.
People
So
forget how good Hakeem Olajuwon really was as a player.
Yeah.
He was not only a phenomenal defensive player, the dude was an incredible offensive player too. He was one of the better overall two-way centers in NBA history. That guy was a problem, and no
He was
coincidence he won the championship twice when Jordan wasn't there.
they were thinking about. I heard rumors that they were potentially thinking about having a European Player of the Year award or whatever, like somebody who was like isn't from like the U.S. or whatever and played and ended up coming in and like stealing the show. But I was like, who the hell would they? If they're gonna give a name
Dirk
associated,
Nowitzki. Dirk
that's
Nowitzki.
exactly what they were thinking. It was Dirk. They're gonna call it the Dirk Nowitzki Award.
Exactly.
okay, I don't. No,
I don't know.
oh, I got some good news.
But I like them. I have no problem with the MVP, the DPOY, the ROI, the sixth man, the most improved, or the new clutch player of the year award.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get used to because we're so used to the awards being called what they are, and now you're just like renaming them with all these NBA legends in the past. But still, I mean, it's not that far fetched. I mean, I understand why they're doing it. They're probably just trying to get to like the younger demographic.
They keep the Sixers on one side.
So.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, put me with the Raptor fan. We have a match. We're matching up in a couple of days. We have a date with one another on Friday.
Again?
Yeah.
We're
going for 4 in a row against them.
Yes, sir. We haven't beat them this year.
There will be a player named GM award soon. Jerry West will be one of those GM. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
What's up, Jay?
So,
Hey, Sleeping Angels.
The biggest Lakers trade in history.
but speaking of Lakers, Nikki, I'm glad you brought that up because Jeff and I were talking about this before you guys popped in, before this podcast started.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lakers trade Anthony Davis.
What up, Mac?
What up, Mac? How's it going, man? So,
up, Mac?
so they trade Anthony Davis because you guys know he's at the highest of his career right now, or highest of in a long time.
Yeah.
So I saw him live. He looked good. I mean, he was doing everything he's supposed to do, but it's his injury, knock on wood,
Exactly.
all that stuff. So do you trade him now when he's at the highest peak, or do you keep him and try to win another championship with LeBron?
Ooh.
Randy, I'm going to start with you on this one because you're a guest on this podcast. So.
I mean, who are they going to get for him?
Hey, James.
Are they looking just for draft capital? Are they looking for like some high picks? Are they looking for I don't know, man. I'll be real. I don't know. I think they're. I hate to say it, but kind of like with Jeff's situation with Kyrie and KD. I think they're kind of stuck with it unless something happens and a player goes out with an injury in the next, say, a week or two, and they're like, that's the guy we need, maybe, but I just don't see it. I honestly don't.
No, I don't see it either.
Nikki, I'm going to let you go, then I go.
As far as the winning a championship part in these coming years, no. The chemistry is just not there with the roster the way it's assembled. And we know Anthony Davis can play a key factor as long as he's healthy. But here's the thing. I mean, if you're going to trade him, you should try to get some younger pieces that are going to fit and play their roles better in return. Because the problem is there's too many guys trying to be the leader, and it doesn't mesh well chemistry-wise. It worked great when it was him, LeBron, Rondo, Dwight, and those guys as role players. But now, with Russ in the mix, it's just too many guys trying to lead. And it happened last year. Now you're seeing again this year.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to get the right pieces, then pull it off. But
all right. You go ahead, Mitch. I'll go last.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
So for me, honestly, I say yes. Because here's the thing.
Interesting.
LeBron is what, 38? 37,
Yeah.
38, 39?
He's going to be 38 this month, I believe.
He's going to be 38. Okay. When I was watching the game, when I was there last Friday, LeBron did not look anything like the old young LeBron. He did not. He looked pretty much gassed. He looked tired. Now, is he just resting? Or is he trying to break the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring? Is he trying to do that? So I know he's trying to play with his son next year when his son is going to get drafted. So if you're going to go that route, you got to get younger now. Now in order to compete, like what Nikki said. I mean, look at this. You got the Pelicans. You got the Suns. I'll throw the Mavericks in there. You got other teams out there that are competing right now. And if the Lakers want to win another championship with LeBron there, got to get younger. You got to get younger now because, and honestly, I might even trade Westbrook over AD. If they do that, I'm okay with it. If they trade Westbrook over AD.
Yeah, but at the same time, what are you going to get for Westbrook? Because they've been trying to trade Westbrook for feels like over a year, and nobody's biting because A, he's regressing, B, he shoots way too much, and C, nobody wants to take on that contract. So it's going to be even harder to trade a guy like Westbrook. And I mean, I saw Jay's comment that he did earlier about maybe possibly trading LeBron, and I guess you could do something like that, but what are you going to get back for a 37, very soon to be 38-year-old LeBron that's clearly not the same player he was? He's still very good, but he's not that same dominant LeBron that he was in his prime. And Anthony Davis, I mean, he's about, what, 30, 31 years old right now?
29 is going to be 30 in March 11th.
Okay, thank you, Randy. So he's just about around that age 30 realm, and he's actually been somewhat relatively healthy. He's been a pretty dominant player, but what are you going to be asking a team, to give up for a guy like Anthony Davis? I mean, we saw what the Pelicans gave up to get to trade away Anthony Davis, and in reality, that's actually helped out the Pelicans in the long run more than the Lakers. But the Lakers could say, you know what, we won a championship with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, and now we're reaping the benefit.
Trade Randall. They had to make another move.
Exactly. They made that trade, and also, I mean, they sold their entire youth and all their draft picks to win a championship. And they did the same thing similar to what the Rams did in the NFL.
Exactly.
They sold their entire youth and future to win a championship. But the thing is, they got it done. So they're saying, you know what? Our future may be effed, but our present, at least we got that championship. So in reality, it's maybe not as bad as you think about the overall spectrum, because at least they got that championship, whether you agree with it in the bubble or not. So their future is looking really bleak. LeBron's probably not going to be here within the next year or two. Anthony Davis is going to start breaking down. Westbrook, let's just give me a break. Maybe they could trade away if they're convinced that it's over. Then maybe you start thinking about trading these guys either in the season this year or most likely in the offseason. You think about exploring some trades and getting some youth back on this team and building up a future.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to hit this really quick. The last 5 years, these are the numbers for Anthony Davis. 56, 62, 36, 40, and currently 24. That's games played. You're going to have to give up a little bit more than just AD if you're going to want to ship him out. So that you might have to include a pick or something else, because someone's going to say his health is an issue. I understand he's a stud this year, but that's the biggest question mark, is that availability.
Exactly. Great point there, Randy. He just can never stay on the court consistently. Very, very good point.
Yeah. Now, here is something I wanted to talk about all day. And it's not the Sixers thing that comes out after this. So, you guys know the YouTuber I brought up last week, right? Jimmy High Roller, Randy. We were talking about the hot takes. Well, he just uploaded another video last night, and he created his top 30 GOAT pyramid. So the greatest of all time, his pyramid. He updated it, so he changed some things around. So this is what it is. Let me get rid of this banner. And so this is his top 30 of his GOAT pyramid. And he did take out Iverson, and I forgot who else he'd taken out. But this is the final thing. So are there any questions you guys can see? If I can zoom in if you guys need me to zoom in.
Can you zoom in a little bit, please?
Yes, give me 1 second. Let me do the can you do the comments while
Oh, yeah, I got the comments.
Thank you, man.
Getting LeBron off the books maximizes his chance to possibly win again. His money's going to free up chances to build with numbers. Yeah. I don't know if you guys agree with that statement by Jay.
All right.
I do.
Is it zoomed in on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, now it's much better. Thank you.
Okay. So,
Coach Dante, thank you for coming by the stream, man.
hey, Coach, I would love
close.
to have you on here, bro.
Coach,
Like one day, Jeff
it's
and I would love
close.
to talk basketball with you.
Yes, and this close, Coach Dante, we talked about on Max stream on Sunday. You guys were this close to winning that game against the Cowboys.
Oh,
Okay.
did you have to bring that up now?
Are we going to be up there this season? Hey. I'm still recovering from that ass whooping we took from you guys over the weekend.
Oh, do you want me to play the Eagles fight song?
No! God, no. Please.
Come on, man. Let me do it.
No!
I'm kidding. It's a basketball thing. So, okay. So for
You
his
still
tier
wouldn't do it.
5, you got Dwayne Wade, Isaiah
Okay.
Thomas,
Okay.
Scottie Pippen, John Stockton.
Okay.
Is this Elgin Baylor? Here, let
Yeah, I
me,
think so.
Okay.
And then it's Elgin Baylor.
Okay, then you got David
Baylor.
Robinson. You got
Charles
Charles
Barkley.
Barkley. John Havlicek. Kawhi Leonard.
Ugh.
So,
Why Leonard up there? I'm surprised.
Ugh.
so
Why?
who would you take out in his tier 5? Here, can you still see it, Jeff, while I went like this? Or do you want me to zoom in?
Well,
again?
let me see. Where's Jerry West? Oh, never mind. I see him. Forget that.
Okay.
I'm looking for the Big O.
Oh, Oscar, he's 4. I think he's.
Oh yeah, I see him. He's next to Dr. J.
Yeah. No, that's Moses Malone. And that's Giannis.
Right.
Oscar's
Oh.
right here next to Karl Malone.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's right next to Dr. J. They're in the middle of tier 4.
Yep.
Um.
And guys in the chat, let me know. Because I can't see the chat. I'm on a different
Ugh.
screen. So if you guys, Jeff, if someone can go through the comments for me, because I'm on a different screen, I can't
It
see
just says
anything.
Charles Barkley should be tier 4 and Havlicek is too low.
Havlicek is too low. Okay.
Okay.
Where would you put Havlicek, Jay? Would you put him in tier 4 or tier 3?
So, do you guys like the tier 5s?
Wait, where's Patrick Ewing?
It's not even
Uh-oh.
on here.
Oh.
Where's Alonzo Mourning?
Remember, this is top 30.
I mean, I could argue that
I'd put
Patrick Ewing is
before
close
Kawhi.
to being up there. Ewing
Wait,
was a
say it
terrific
again,
player
Nikki?
in his-
I'd put Ewing before Kawhi.
Where the hell's
Yeah.
Kareem?
Kareem's 2.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, Kareem's up
Yeah.
where he belongs. He's up there with.
Kareem's 2.
Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry.
You're good, man. You're good.
I already have a major problem with tier 3 because Wilt Chamberlain is not tier 3. I would even
No.
argue he'd be up there as tier 1.
Yeah, for real. He should be higher than LeBron.
And where's Bill Russell?
right.
2.
Oh, wait. There he is.
Oh, I didn't even recognize him because he looks different in that picture compared to like what he looked like later in his career.
No Walt Frazier, or am I missing that as well?
That's true. Where's Walt Clyde Frazier?
Guess not.
Yeah, there's no Walt Clyde. Wow, they disrespected the Knicks. There's no Knicks on there. There's no Willis Reed. There's no Walt Clyde Frazier. There's no
Nikki gets
Patrick
it.
Ewing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. There's a
And I
net
know
on
it's
there
before our
Nick.
time, but Bob Cousy was a hell of a b-ball player too. Well before
Yes.
our time.
Did you
Yes,
know
Bob
Bob
Cousy
Cousy
should
off
maybe
of
be up
2K,
there.
Randy?
What?
2K just pushes out Bob Cousy like every single day.
Let's go.
Yeah, see, even the chat's not happy with the list. They're saying Patrick Ewing should be on
Yeah,
there too.
absolutely.
They're
Yeah.
not, because I can't see it. So I'm taking
Yeah, I
your
would.
word
And where's
for it.
Dikembe Mutombo? He's one of the greatest shot blockers in NBA history, and he's not on this list. He's one of the
I
most
mean-
feared players in the NBA during the 90s.
Okay, I'll talk about my opinion when you guys are done. So, is there anything from tier 4 up, or you guys just like picking? And in tier 1, Michael Jordan, LeBron.
I don't think LeBron's a little too high. I think tier
Too high.
2.
Wow. I think it's
Thinking-
fine.
I mean, I would put a Kobe or a Kareem ahead of LeBron.
I can agree to okay. Okay.
Would you argue that Tim Duncan should be in tier 2? Tim
He is the
Duncan was
greatest
a
power forward of all
revolutionary
time.
player at that time.
He is the greatest power forward of all time. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would consider him tier 2.
Okay. And here's
Larry,
a question.
tier 3.
Giannis. Too early?
I'd debate with him on 4 or 5, but I think ultimately Giannis is going to even start creeping up that list. He could even reach as high as tier 3 when it's all said and done. I wonder if they go by championships too.
Yes. So for this, hold on. Let me get out of here so I can actually see.
I mean, there's no
So,
Clyde
for
Drexler. there's
this-
no-
The
That's true. Where's Clyde Drexler?
I couldn't take a screenshot of this.
Right. Ooh.
So
Clyde
the
Drexler, there's another
credentials
one.
of this were the accolades, the skills, the peak, and I forget the fourth. I gotta go back in the video, but those are the 3. Those are like the criteria.
I mean, to be honest, if we're going by all that, Bill Russell should be number 1. Bill Russell did it all. He had multiple championships as a coach and as a player. He's got like what, 14, 15 championships in his career?
Something crazy like that, yeah.
And
He's got 11 as a player.
And Wilt Chamberlain was just something different back in the NBA. That guy could get a 20-20 on a consistent night every single game in and game out. And I would say the same thing about Kareem. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was another one. I mean,
Would
you're
you
talking
guys-
about like top tier, incredibly gifted offensive players.
Would you take Kawhi and put Iverson there?
The guy actually took Iverson out and put Kawhi there.
Gotcha.
So that's actually funny you said that. So this is why I love his videos. It always makes me
Correct.
think. Like
Hold
I
on,
have to
hold on.
watch this videos like 2 or 3 times.
You know what I actually think about maybe putting up there? I doubt anybody was going to agree with me, but a couple of players, Jason Kidd and Tony Parker.
He was okay.
Parker,
So
yeah.
there was hold on. Are you guys done with it so I can take it out and be on screen again?
No, I mean, you guys done? Because I'm just too big. I'm studying this, right? Like I'm literally sitting here studying this list because I'm really thinking about who should be on this list or not. It's got my mind going right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Kawhi one, that's the one that struck my mind as a little bit too high.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Kawhi Leonard should be on this list.
I agree.
You know what we should do one day? We could cut this in half and do like a top 15. I mean, we are doing the top 10 today.
Okay.
I mean, we are doing the top 10 later on. So, here.
I got a controversial take too. Do you think that Shaquille O'Neal's too high?
Too high at 3?
Oh,
I mean, Shaquille O'Neal. Let's just be
You
real.
think he should be lower?
Let's just
Whoa.
be real. Shaquille
Whoa.
O'Neal had no legit competition to go against in that era. He was the only legit dominant center during that time. Whereas you look at some of these other centers that they went against. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had Mutombo, he had Mourning, he had Patrick Ewing, he had all these other great centers that he was going against, and he still performed at top level. Shaq, he took advantage of a very, very, very weak center position during that time. I'm not discounting what Shaq did. Shaq was an unbelievably gifted player. His size, his dominance down low, the guy was a double-double machine, shot blocker, everything. But I would debate that I would think about putting Shaq a little bit lower because some of those players on tier 4, I really believe should be a little higher than Shaq. Because I think that Shaq was just, he took advantage of a weak era.
Hey, Arku, what's
I really
up, man?
do.
I just
I
saw
get
you.
what
That's
you're
my controversial take. You think I'm crazy? I'm just throwing it
No,
out there.
no. Because
I'm throwing it out there.
Karl Malone never missed a single game in his whole entire 10-year career, or in his in 10 years, never missed more than 2 games in any season. He was always
but there's a
on the
reason I
court.
keep him down low. There's a reason. I'm not going to say it on live.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not
as a
even.
pla-
I agree with
You
Scottie
gotta give
Pippen
him
too.
credit as a player.
Well,
As
I'm
a
giving him
player,
credit as a
yeah,
player. That
but
has
I'm
nothing to
just
do with
saying.
Yeah.
with what happened on the court. Exactly. This is strictly player, not like outside of life.
I know,
Right.
but it's still like, it's just like, ugh.
You're gonna start picking and choosing like that. There's some other dudes who are real dirty. That
Oh,
shouldn't be
yeah.
on
I'm
there.
so happy they kept Scottie Pippen on there because I don't want to hear people poo-poo on Scottie Pippen. People got to
Scottie
remember
Pippen
how good Scottie Pippen was for that Bulls team when he
Right.
really got it going. That guy was one of the greatest point forwards in NBA history. Shooting, defense, he did it all. I wouldn't even think about putting him up in tier 4. That's how
Here's a
good Scottie Pippen
controversial one.
was.
I got a controversial one. You ready?
Shoot.
KD should be lower. I'm going to tell you why. If he did not go to Golden State, he would not nowhere be on this. A 73-9 team. He
You're
went
not
and
going to hear an
joined.
argument from me.
Huh?
You're not going to hear an argument from me.
Because he's on your
I
team.
don't think that.
I agree.
No, I mean I'm agreeing with you. I don't think he is a tier 3.
My bad.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm looking at some of these guys on tier 4, and you want to talk about Dirk Nowitzki was the greatest
I love
outside
Dirk.
shooting
My
big man in
second favorite player of all
NBA
time.
history. Oscar Robinson was an absolute playmaking machine, the things he did. I mean, Dr. J, can I get it right with Dr. J, how good that guy was?
That's
And
my
the
guy's
ABA with the
favorite player of
Nets
all time.
and the Sixers. I mean, Karl Malone, you could throw out him as one of the greatest big men in NBA history, and the same thing with Jerry West. Do people not remember how good Jerry West was in his time with the Lakers? So I actually I don't disagree with that. I actually think I would put KD maybe in that tier 4, but I understand why they're putting him in tier 3 because the fact he's got I think like 3rd or 4th or 5th like most points in NBA history. So that's the reason why they're going to throw him there because the points scored. I even debate that
Right.
Steph Curry should be lower, but championships. He's Steph championships.
What about Gary Payton?
The glove.
I love the glove.
Hey, one of those
that's
all-time
tough.
great
I'm gonna kick
players.
this off real quick. I'm tired of being in the corner.
Well, he did
Even
win a
Dwayne Wade,
championship.
I don't know if I'd have him on there. I think
He
Dwayne
is
Wade
on
is
there.
not
He was
there.
on tier
That's
5.
what I mean. I don't think he should be there. I think I would take him off. And I
Ooh.
love Dwayne Wade. I
I
think he
would've-
shouldn't be there.
Yeah, especially if you're not going to put Patrick Ewing on that list.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Ray Allen. Ray Allen was
Yep.
out there.
No, they didn't have Ray Allen there. And where's Reggie Miller? The greatest. I mean, if it was not for Seth Curry, many would argue Reggie Miller was the greatest outside shooter in NBA history.
Right, he's the greatest scorer, but
Steph Curry.
not the greatest.
But that's what
all-around
Steph
player.
Curry. What's
Steph
Steph
was,
Curry?
3, 4? I forget already.
It's got to be championships because
Steph
Steph
is
Curry
3.
and Reggie Miller are
Steph
the
is
same
3.
type of player.
But here's another one.
Hey,
Here's another
winning
one.
championships is ultimately what it's about.
Here's
Right.
another one.
You're
Clay.
I
Yeah.
was actually going to say
Nah.
Clay. I
Nah.
think the injuries, the injured years for those couple of years hurt him.
Yeah.
He would have been there, but those 2 years where he had injury issues probably
Right.
took him off that list. But
Okay.
some of those guys in that bottom tier, I'd take off.
What about names like McGrady, Howard,
Carter?
Bob McAdoo? Like we're talking about guys
McGrady.
that
I
Injuries for me.
put Vince Carter over Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, I
James
agree.
Worthy,
Hey, Jeff in his zone. What's
Hey,
up?
He's a
Jeff,
good
what up?
scorer,
Dennis Rodman.
but
Dennis,
he is
dude,
a
not
bit
gonna ever-
overrated.
Dennis Rodman was incredible. Robert
They
Parrish.
they better because we lost back to back to the goddamn Magic.
You know, people forget how good Dennis Rodman was as a player. They remember him more for his
Twice.
showman antics than they do as a player. So he's
Right,
become
Dickie? Yeah.
a bit
Yeah.
underrated as a player.
I mentioned his name to my wife. She automatically goes to him wearing the wedding dress. So it's like she doesn't know nothing about him when it comes to basketball. She just associates him right away to him wearing a
Right.
wedding dress. So it's like, you're right. People when they hear that name, they may not necessarily, especially the younger generations now, won't be like, "Oh, you mean that guy who got married in a wedding dress?" No, I'm talking about
Yeah,
like one of the
Carmen
greatest
Electra.
rebounders of all time. Like,
And defensive players too. Dennis
Yes.
Rodman was one of the greatest defensive players in all time. What do you think
Right.
what put that team over the edge with the Bulls? It was not just Jordan Pippen. It was Dennis Rodman's rebounding, his just absolute 100% effort that he threw out there. He's a disruption on the court for good and bad reasons. And he
Yeah.
was also a terrific defensive player where he locked down
Yep.
the opposing team's best players along with
They were
Pippen.
biggest show
And
on
Tony
earth.
Kukoc. Tony
Yeah.
Kukoc never got a lot of love on that team, and
Yeah.
then Steve
Oh
Kerr
my
as well.
God, yeah.
Right.
Oh
So,
my God.
Let me
I mean,
move on
Kukoc
because
is
we're going to be
underrated
on this
to a
list
degree.
no
Back,
matter
Nikki.
what. So,
I love this discussion. This is getting my blood pumping. I love
Yeah,
talking about this
but
stuff.
no.
so right now, Nikki, you and I are about to be mad.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
here we
I
go.
know why. I know why.
Where are we
So,
going?
there was like this article that came out on Bleacher Report today.
Okay.
Jake
Bleacher
Fisher
Report.
interviewed Joel Embiid.
That
right?
won't happen,
He
Jeff.
interviewed Joel Embiid. And Joel Embiid said, and I quote, there are Sixers fans out there that want to trade him.
What?
There are Sixers fans out there that want to trade him. I can see both sides of it. But Nikki, your initial reaction right now, how do you feel about this?
That could be a bit of a red flag that he might be headed on his way out sometime soon, but at the same time, like, look, these guys are not running the front office. They're just fans giving their opinions. But the fact that Embiid's aware of that, that could prompt them to one day down the line say, hey, thank you. I appreciate my time, but I'm moving on.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay,
if that's
so
actually
you guys,
the case or not,
your
but-
fan base is sitting there saying they want to get rid of basically the leader in points right now at 33.3 a game. Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
That's
not to
so
mention
sad.
he could feel unappreciated. We know when players feel unappreciated, that's when things start to go down and take a turn for the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I got a better question for you guys. What would you want to get in return for Joel Embiid? What would you
Yeah.
It's
ask
going to
for?
be like a whole package.
Yeah,
Believe
better
me,
yet,
it's gonna
ask the
want-
people
I'm
that
gonna
want to
like
trade
3
him.
or 4 firsts, couple seconds, your best player. Like, I want a package for Joel
Right.
Embiid. Now,
I'm probably about to do a short, be like, hey, you guys want to be traded? Comment, let me know what you would trade.
yeah,
Karam makes a good
You know.
point that those Sixer fans probably just want to tear it down and just start the whole thing all over again. They don't want to deal with this mid-level tier type team that they're
is
dealing with.
exactly
get
what
what
I
you're
was
saying.
about to say. For
What
the
if,
people
like-
that want to trade him, for the people that want to trade Joel Embiid, it's because A, people think he's soft, which I don't agree with. Injury prone. Okay,
Yes.
a little bit there.
Okay.
3, Doc Rivers. They think that he cannot win a championship with Doc Rivers. So for me on that aspect, I said this multiple times. Jeff, I told you. Randy, I told you. Nikki, I think I told you. May have not. But in a couple of years down the line, if we don't win the championship and Joel Embiid requests a trade, I'll be like, go for it, bro. Go for it. I'm sorry we could not build around you. I'm sorry our front office is a piece of crap. I'm telling you right now.
I know
Joel
you-
Embiid, go get a ring if it did not work out here.
Yep,
But
I know
right
you said
now,
that
Just
before.
because of Doc Rivers, who I cannot stand for the life of me, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. And this guy, Joel Embiid, my favorite player in the NBA right now, he has 8 50-point games this year. No one's even coming close to that. This last 5 or
Exactly.
6 games, he's been averaging like what, 33? He has like a 50-point game, a 53 and a 12. He's the whole team. If you take Joel Embiid out, if you take him out, like injury, knock on wood, knock on wood. If you take him out, we're barely a play-in team with James Harden. We don't have Maxey right now due to injury. If we have Maxey there with Joel Embiid, look out. I'm telling you right now, Maxey's the difference maker. And with this bench, this bench sucks. This bench is terrible.
Preach.
PJ Tucker, who cannot score a bucket. He scored 6 last night. Yay! You scored 6. Good for you. I feel like I have Ben Simmons out there. Sorry,
That's
Jeff.
surprising. I thought PJ Tucker would be an excellent
Well,
addition
I'm
for
just
you
saying,
guys.
we have PJ Tucker. Furkan Korkmaz's off the bench. Paul Reed doesn't get any goddamn playing time. Montrezl Harrell, he does some good things here and there. But he's just like, he's short.
Mitch, remember what I told you earlier on? Why did I put the Sixers lower than expected? Because they didn't have a bench.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. And I agree.
And
with
why
that.
did I put the
Yeah.
Nets
And
higher?
I'm telling you
Because
guys
the Nets
right
have a
now,
bench.
with
Bench
Harden,
is trash.
with Harden right now, we're not going anywhere. I swear to God, we're not going anywhere with James Harden. So I'm telling you right now.
I told you
we
that
need
too.
Joel Embiid. We need him. So
Mhm.
people who want to trade him because he can't win with Doc Rivers, I wish
Hey,
I could
Mitch,
hop on that
You
side.
should be
I
calling
wish
for
I
Doc
could,
Rivers.
But Joel
Yeah.
Embiid is staying here. I work with Sixers writers. We were DMing all day about this. And they're like, dude, don't listen to these Twitter idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. I trust the people I
Twitter
work with.
idiots.
The Sixers
Right.
writers who study this game left and right. I trust them over Twitter any day of the week.
Oh, absolutely. For
Joel
sure.
Embiid is staying. Is it Joel Embiid even trolling? Who the hell knows? Please tell me, God.
He is a troll. He's a
Please
notorious
tell me
troll.
he's actually trolling.
I hope so.
Please tell me.
Fingers
But at
crossed.
the end of the day, Joel Embiid is not getting traded. He's a generational talent. The guy can shoot from anywhere. I don't like him outside of the three, but he can shoot it. He can do post work, his footwork. I'm telling you, the guy has it all. And I'm telling you right now, just because of Doc Rivers, get out of my face, man.
Oh,
Get out of my face.
please.
I like seeing Mitch like aggravated like this.
Please.
I don't see it very
Yeah.
often, but this is
Call
actually
for Doc
he's got
Rivers, hey.
merit. You got merit to what you're saying. I mean, I don't understand why you'd want to. If you want to just pretty much give up on the season, then go ahead, trade him away. Get rid of Joel Embiid if that's how you feel, and
A
start
lot of
all
them are
over.
like
That's what
that.
the Nets
A
fans
lot of
wanted.
the Sixers
I'm about to like
fans
go on.
That's
are
what
like
we
that.
wanted. Nets fans wanted to do the same thing at the beginning of the season, like trade KD, trade Kyrie, blow it all up, get as much young talent as you can, and start all over. Look how we're doing now. We won
Trade
8
him.
of our last 9 games, and we're number 4 in the East, and we're half game behind the Cavs for number 3. So
Trade him to OKC and get
all of a sudden-
SGA and Lou Dort and
Like Steve
some
Nash
draft picks.
gone, Nets realize, hey, we have a talented roster here.
we
They're
do.
starting to show up to it now.
And that's
You just don't
what
have
got
the
me
head
excited
coach.
about that's what got me excited about the Nets is because we have a bench. We have a deep roster, and it's starting to show now. Case in point, look what we did to the Pacers on Saturday, benching 8 of our top players. 8 of our guys, and we are playing guys like Cam Thomas, Day'Ron Sharp, David Duke Jr., Kessler Edwards, Patty Mills, TJ Warren didn't even play, Edmund Sumner, all these young guys out there, and they went out there and beat one of the better teams in the East because the Pacers were a top team in the Eastern Conference, and they went out there and got the victory. The Nets are deep, and it's a coincidence why this team is starting to hit their stride now overall. And Jacques Vaughn, maybe you guys do need to change your head coach because since we've changed to Jacques Vaughn, the Nets have become a better team.
Now you realize.
Yeah, but I think it's more with you guys because we have more talent than you do as a roster than you guys do. You don't have a bench. We have a bench. You don't.
Now
have
Jeff
talent.
finally sees where I've been
No,
talking about
no,
Brandon for months.
I agree and I disagree because I agree that maybe you need to change your coach. But Mitch, who has a more talented team, the Nets or the Sixers? Be honest. Take your fandom out.
It's you.
Exactly. That's why. You could change your coach, but is it going to make those bench players better?
Probably.
Do you have a TJ Warren? Do you have a
No.
Seth Curry?
We
Do you have
did.
an Edmund Sumner? Do you have a Yuta Watanabe?
No.
You don't have these guys. These are our bench players. We have and our key role players are stepping up now and taking. We tried to. You know what, Jay? We tried to move on for Joe Harris, but nobody. We tried to trade him for John Collins, but nobody's taking Joe Harris's contract. He makes too much money, and I still think Harris is a key player on the team. I would still keep him around as a key 3-point shooter. So nobody's taking Harris's contract. You'd have to trade a Mills. You'd have to trade a Curry. Some of these other guys that they don't have a larger contract, so a team wouldn't take that on. So
thank God my reign is done. Thank God. But
you sure you have no more to get out?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. But we're gonna pretend we're GMs for this segment. We're gonna pretend we're GMs. So if you're an NBA GM, who would you build your team around? And I got a whole thing of players. So first, Nikki, we got to put our fan bias aside. Tyrese Maxey or Jordan Poole?
Honestly,
If you guys were a general manager, who would you build around?
between those two, I would go Tyrese Maxey.
Okay. All right. Randy, what about you?
Jordan Poole.
Okay. For the 3-point shooting?
That and his ability to get to the basket real quick. So if you need a quick layup or you need somebody to get up the court quick with the ball, I trust his ability with the ball in his hand.
Okay.
This is not easy because
None of these are easy.
this is
None
a
of
tough
them.
one. This is a really tough one because you said that Poole can do that, so can Maxey. Maxey can drive to the basket and create his own shot too.
Haven't seen enough of it yet, though.
Yeah, Poole's a little bit more of an established player. Maxey's still young. If you're going by upside, I'm
And
taking
Poole
Maxey.
can take a punch. And Poole can take a punch.
That's true. Well, yeah, you can. That is true.
That is
If
true.
you're going by upside, I'd probably say Maxey. But right now, I'm probably taking Poole. He's more of a complete player than Maxey. Defensively, he's better too.
I'm going with Maxey. He's a better scorer, but Jordan Poole's a better shooter. So if I'm starting a team, I want a better scorer, in my opinion. But this one, it's a good debate. Zion Williamson or John Morant?
I'll go Ja Morant.
John
Because
Morant?
so far he's shown to be more consistent. Nothing against Zion, but I
Chat,
just feel
let me
Ja's
know.
been more consistent thus far.
Okay. All right. Randy. Is Juice in the chat?
He'll pop up now because you just said his name. It's like Beetlejuice. Juice. It's like Beetlejuice, and they'll pop up.
Yeah.
Zion.
Okay. Jeff.
It's another tough one.
All of these are difficult. All of them.
I would have said Ja because he's more available because Zion's been hurt so much, but Ja's been hurt a lot this year, so I'm gonna have to go with Zion. I want the impact player in the front court. Even though I love Ja, I'd have to take Zion.
The thing with Zion for me, injury prone.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, but
for
so
me.
is Ja. Ja's gotten hurt a lot this year. He's gotten multiple times where he's missed time on the court.
But it just depends. Do you want to have a good front court or do you want to have a good back court?
Front court. I want a dominant front court. When you go
I
into the
have to go
playoffs, you
guard.
want
I have to go guard.
3-point
Because
shooting.
It's now a guard-driven league.
Mm-hmm.
John Morant, he's already what? A top 5 point guard in this league?
Mm-hmm.
So you're
That's
asking
true.
me to take a top 5 point guard and Zion being like what? Top 10 forward?
I think he's top 5.
All right.
This
When
is
he's
kind of
healthy.
a bias. This is biased though, because Mitch has got the list of the players in front of him, so he has the final take, so he can basically criticize our picks afterwards after he
Yeah.
makes his pick. Kind
Fine,
of,
you want me to go first?
kind of a leap of
Yes.
truth
You
there.
want me to go
Yeah.
first? I'll go first. I don't care. Jeff, you and I had a good debate about this one last week. LaMelo Ball or Anthony Edwards? I'm going LaMelo Ball because he's more of he makes everyone better. He's got that whole aspect. Anthony Edwards, he did not win Rookie of the Year. He did not win an All-Star appearance. So give me the All-Star. Jeff?
If you're going by scoring, like overall as a scorer, I'm going with Edwards.
Yeah, I knew it.
Easily. He's a much better scorer than LaMelo Ball. But if you're going by as like an all-around player, including facilitating the ball, I'm going with LaMelo. You know what? I'm just going to be different. I'm going to go Anthony Edwards. I'd rather, if you're talking about the offensive part of the game, I want the scorer on the court. And Anthony Edwards could put up 20, 25 plus points any day of the week.
Yes.
So I'd probably go with Edwards, but not that much, slightly.
All right, Randy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do basically piggyback on Jeff, and I'm also gonna go with Anthony Edwards as well.
Okay.
Because like right now, 22.7 points he's averaging, and LaMelo Ball
That's a good
being
point.
injured.
That's a good point. He can't defend LaMelo. Anthony Edwards is at least can defend much better than that.
Okay.
Sorry, Randy.
Nikki.
No, I was just gonna say. Plus, Edwards can guard.
Nikki.
I'll go with LaMelo, as long as you can give him a better supporting cast than Jordan, I think it's on the up and up.
I was about to say that.
There's something about those ball kids. Pause. They can never stay healthy. Lonzo is a great player. He's a very good player when he's healthy, but the dude is never healthy. And now his younger brother is starting to take the same type of path that Lonzo did. The
You know
dudes,
why?
They can't stay healthy.
You know why? It's because of the workouts LeVar made him do as a young kid. It just builds up.
Is LiAngelo even in the league?
No,
middle
he
brother?
got caught stealing.
Oh, he did. Oh, I
No,
didn't
that
even know
was back in China.
LiAngelo Ball, the middle son?
He was caught stealing in China. Remember that whole fiasco?
Yep.
Vaguely, yeah.
He
I
got caught
remember
that thieving.
He's
then
also
Trump
doesn't
had
have
to
the
go,
talent
like-
the other two do.
This one is pretty good. I like this one. Donovan Mitchell or Devin Booker?
Oh, this is easy for me. This is easy.
Go
Donovan
for it.
Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell's a more complete player. Devin Booker.
Jeff is a Suns hater.
I just what did Devin Booker do in the clutch?
Nothing.
He was horrendous. To me, he's a straight up shooter. He can put up points. He's a great 3-point shooter, but what else can this guy do? I think he's a phenomenal shooter, an outside shooter, but I'd rather take the more complete player, and to me, that's Donovan Mitchell. I'm taking Mitchell any day of the week over Booker.
Randy.
I'm going with the guy who has 49.6% field goal percentage. So that means when that ball's in his hand, there's a 50-50 shot that ball's going in. I'm taking Mitchell.
Hey, you're taking me. Thank you.
I'm taking the dark Donovan Mitchell.
Damn.
Brownies.
Right, Nikki.
I think I just spoke over you, so.
No, Nikki, who you got?
Jay says neither.
Okay. I'll take Donovan Mitchell.
All right. I'm going to go Mitchell, and this is why. I think I told you about this, Jeff. So on my old network, we did like the MVP discussions.
Mm-hmm.
I brought up Chris Paul because you know what Chris Paul did to that team before, before he got there. They were borderline playing. And then you put Chris Paul in there. Look at him now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That debate was insane. Talk to Eric. Like me and Eric went back and forth.
I've always said the Suns are a soft team to me.
They're
a team. They're the definition of a finesse basketball team. They can shoot the lights out on the outside, but DeAndre Ayton is not like one of those banger pause. I have to keep saying pause. Like those type of big men in the post. He's not a Joel Embiid. He's not a Ben Adebayo. He's not a Robert Williams. He's not one of those guys that's like, willing to go in there and create contact to be able to put the ball in and draw a foul. And the rest of those guys, they're 3-point shooters specifically. And there's a reason why they went into that game against that series against the Dallas Mavericks and they got manhandled.
Yeah.
Because they're a finesse basketball team.
Yes.
The Warriors at least have that edge to them in the front court, and that's the reason why they were able to take down a Boston team.
Who typed
in the
pause
finals.
in the chat?
Me.
Damn it, Randy. Oh, they all. It's all right, James. Thank you for coming back, man. Let me read some of the comments.
That
Mitchell and
Suns
Book
team is
disappearing
definitely
some of the
missing Jay
playoffs.
Crowder, man. His defense,
Hey,
they're
Tosh.
missing his defense big time.
Yes. Facts.
What's going on, Tosh? Thank you for coming by the stream, bro. Has Mitchell really struggled a lot in the playoffs compared to Booker?
Well,
Booker
they've
was
been first-round exits.
invisible.
Utah's been first-round exits a couple times.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it might have just been the team, but Booker disappeared in the big spots when they needed him. He was nowhere to be found at all.
He disappeared in the biggest moment, the finals.
Yeah. What do you have, like 3-4 points in that game?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
I think Ayton didn't even score. Like that's
No.
how bad that Suns team was in the finals.
So here's the next one. One of them was on the top 30 of Jimmy Highrover's list.
Okay.
Giannis or Luka?
I have too many guards.
I'm gonna go Giannis. I think Giannis is just a little bit more of a complete player.
Okay.
Plus, I'm biased towards like the big, the guy that can drive to the basket and create the contact. Plus, Giannis, He's even, but his 3-point shooting's not great. It's still like average at
It's
best.
like right there.
Yeah, it's like average, maybe a little bit below. But I think Giannis has that championship pedigree in him. I mean, I can't blame you, Luka. Luka's a hell of a player too, and he just needs some more talent around him. But Giannis, the dude is, I think, is a little bit more of a complete player, and he's got that pedigree with him a little bit longer, that championship pedigree. So I'm going with Giannis.
All right, Randy.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Hey! Look what I said. There he is. There's Juice. I told you.
What?
Told you.
Damn.
Did I not say he'd pop up? What's going on, Juice?
Yep. So, Randy, who you got?
I got Giannis just for like the exact same reasons Jeff does. The man can get to the basket and get a basket if he needs to. I mean, there's really nobody really out there that can stop the man, and he's just on a whole new level.
All right, Nikki.
I'm gonna have to go Giannis, especially with that proven pedigree, and he's still young, so he's still got more mileage in him. So
Oh wow!
I feel like he's a better complete
What up, Randy?
player.
Baseball news, but Noah Syndergaard has agreed to sign a contract with the Dodgers.
Damn. I mean, okay.
I wouldn't complain about that. He's not the same Syndergaard he was on the Mets.
I know. So for me, if Luka had a better cast around him, I would go Luka. I gotta go Giannis.
I'm just gonna catch up on some of the comments here.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a bad effing day. The Pelicans got bent over like Martha Stewart at the. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm glad. That's really good that you're not being shy, Juice. They're all saying Giannis. Karim says Giannis. Unfortunately. Damn it. Let me see. It depends on the position you need. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I think Giannis. He's got the big body energy. Giannis over. Oh, Zion over Giannis. I don't give a you know what. Well, I know you're gonna pick Zion over everybody, Juice. But Giannis is my center. None of that power forward shooting three. Yeah, that's true. He's a good power forward, small forward, wherever the hell you want to put him. Giannis ain't. Oh, okay. Giannis is too good. Zion has 30-plus points. Yeah, but here's the thing, Juice. Giannis has the playoff pedigree. Giannis has gotten it done in the big stage, and he's won a championship.
Yep.
Zion Williamson hasn't done that yet, so it's very hard to just discard what Giannis Antetokounmpo has done in the playoffs. That's why I can't pick Zion over him.
Giannis is an MVP too. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that one wasn't really debatable as I thought it would be. But Paul George or Chris Middleton?
I know who you guys go first. I have an idea who I'm picking.
Ooh.
Fuck.
It's honestly not even a debate for me.
I'm going Paul George. Paul George.
Paul George.
Jeff, you're going Middleton, aren't you?
I'm going Middleton. I think Middleton's more healthy. And watch the playoffs. Watch the playoffs.
You know what?
Middleton's won a championship, and he was a big reason why they won the championship. I'm going Middleton.
I'm going Middleton, too. And Nikki, the last one, but we got to keep our bias to the side.
It's such a shame because people underrate how good Middleton really is. Middleton is a damn good player.
Yeah.
So
here's the last one of these.
All right.
Jokic or Embiid?
Now you're talking. Now this is a tough one.
Yeah.
This is a really tough one.
Nikki, keep your bias aside there.
I'm leaning toward Jokic.
Offensively?
Yes.
Got it. That makes sense.
James says Embiid. What about you, Randy? We know, Juice. Everybody sucks except Zion Williamson. We know.
Yeah.
Zion is God. Everybody else sucks.
Zion was the only person that blew out his sneaker.
The troll juice.
Yeah. Bro. Yeah, see, Randy, it's tough.
I'm going to go Jokic just because of the 9.7 assists per game that he averages.
I'm going with Jokic. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Randy.
No, go ahead.
No,
Jeff?
go ahead and finish your point. I apologize.
No, it's okay. Good. I'm good.
I'm going with Jokic. Playmaking, just like what Randy said. Better all-around center. And he can score, defend, rebound. He's better when it
He
comes to
can't
assisting the
defend
ball.
as well as Embiid. Let's keep it a buck.
He can defend, though. He's not as good as a defender as Embiid, but he's
That's
not
why I'm
bad.
going with Embiid. That is why,
Okay.
because of the defensive side.
Okay.
Because I know he can get a stop. He can guard 1 through 5. Jokic can't do that.
I don't know if Embiid could cover a point guard that's quick. I don't know
I
about
mean,
that.
he's done it before.
You count 1 or 2 times, okay, but I mean, when the clutch time, let's see if he can do it when it really matters.
Same with Jokic too.
It's true.
Jokic has won the MVPs though, so he has proven it.
I mean, it's pretty damn close.
No, it is. It
Remember,
depends on
Mitch, you
what-
got to be biased aside.
I know I did because I went to the defensive side.
It depends on what you're looking for. I think you're talking about like a complete offensive center. I'm taking Jokic over Embiid, all complete center on the offensive side. But if you're talking about offense and defense, then I think Embiid's just a better player defensively than Jokic is. Even though offensively they both could put up 25 plus points any night, and but Jokic is just a better playmaker. He always gets his teammates involved, and he can put up double-doubles anytime he wants. He's a triple-double machine for a center. That when the hell have you seen a triple-double machine for a center like he
Magic
is?
Johnson when he played center.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But not like Jokic. Jokic is for like a pure center.
Yeah, for a pure center, he's yes.
Magic Johnson was like a point center, if anything.
All right, here we.
Thank you, James.
All right,
I mean, right here, this is a complete debate right here. Rebounds, 232 to 184. Assists, 209 to 89. Turnovers, 77 to 78. Steals, 28 to 20. Points, 547 to 632.
Is
Hello.
who has
Hello.
the higher
Hello.
points? Who has the
Embiid.
higher points? Embiid.
Embiid.
Okay. Yeah, it's you're pulling hairs between the two of them. It's just really
Exactly.
dependent. You have to go with the other parts of the game.
all right. So last but not least, I mean that was last. We got to do this now. Top 10 all time.
All right.
Unless
Okay.
you want to go top 5, we can do top 5.
No, top 10. It's too hard
Top
with
10.
top 5. Top 10.
So how do you guys want to do it? Like 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8, or just rapid fire?
Let's go 10. Like each of us just name our 10. It'll be too confusing because
like-
we'll forget.
Okay, is it in order or you can just throw? Because I know Randy did
Let's
that
just
last
throw
week.
10 in there. Let's just throw
All
10
right.
in there. It'd be difficult to
10
like say
guys.
from 10 to 1.
Jeff,
Who wants to start? You want me to start?
you can start.
Okay, I'll start. Let's see. My top 10 of all time NBA players. 1 is Jordan. This is easy for me. Jordan, Wilt, Russell, Oscar, Kareem.
So it's not in order.
No, Magic.
Okay.
Dr. J. I've always felt Dr. J is a great of all time.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, LeBron James, and give me 1 second. 10th one. Who's my 10th one?
I'm thinking a couple right now that you didn't say.
Well, I've got a couple in my mind, but I'm trying to figure out who would be that 10th. I'm gonna say Larry Bird.
Where's Kobe?
I don't think Kobe. I could put Kobe in there, but who? But I'm thinking, who am I taking out of those 10?
Did you say Magic?
Yes.
Okay, I did not hear Magic.
Would you take Dr. J out for Kobe? Would you take
Oh.
Oscar Robertson out for Kobe?
Yeah. Lord.
I might
Wait,
take Dr.
did you
J
say
out. I'm not
Kareem
taking
Abdul-Jabbar?
I'm not Oscar out. Yes, I
Did you say
did. No,
Kareem
I would not
Abdul-Jabbar?
forget. I would not forget Abdul-Jabbar.
For some reason, why did I think? I don't know.
Juice, did you really say Ron Artest? Ron Artest? Juice.
And
Oh,
Russell
Juice.
Westbrook, or is that Bill Russell?
I think you meant Bill Russell.
How is
He is
Ron
a
Artest
troll.
ahead of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
I don't know. It's Juice.
All right,
I'm
Randy.
surprised he didn't put Zion Williamson in there. But you guys go ahead.
Give me
All
1
right.
second.
All right, Nikki, you want to go then?
Okay, so my 10 players not ranked in order. So go
Okay.
MJ, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill, Kareem, Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, LeBron, Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, and need one more.
Did you say Magic?
Yes,
I already
you did.
did say Magic.
Okay. Why am I keep on forgetting Magic each time?
Are you gonna put Kobe in there?
Yeah, and Kobe. That's the one I was missing. I had it on my mind, so
So you and I are pretty much the same. It's just you switched out Dr. J for Kobe.
All right, Randy, you want me to do it or you got it?
I can go.
Go for it.
So I got Kobe, Oscar Robinson, Tim Duncan, Larry Bird, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, and the greatest ever, Michael Jordan.
There you go.
All right. Finally.
Finally. We can sit here and criticize it now. All right, let's see. Joel Embiid, Allen Iverson, Joel
We'll be here for
Embiid,
another hour.
Irving, Maxey.
Ivan
You could do
Irving,
greatest
Maxey.
Sixers of all time.
I could do the greatest Nets of all time, but we can wait.
Yeah, we'll be here for a while. We
Not
should
really.
do that next time, Jeff.
We should do that next time for like a
Alright.
top.
That'd be
All right,
cool.
next week. If Nikki's here, and obviously you, Mitch, you guys can do the top 10 Sixers of all time. Randy can do the top 10 Raptors, and I'll do the top 10 Nets.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, I'll throw your channels on it again.
Sweet.
There you go. You have a topic for next. Oh, Zion 11. Would you stop it, Juice?
Okay. All right. MJ, LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
Kareem, Kobe. You got Magic, Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon. People forgot about him. You can't forget about Hakeem, bro.
Good point.
Oscar. I'll throw Oscar in there. I said Larry, right? No, Larry
Yeah.
Bird.
Yes.
You said Larry.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to go a different route.
Did you say Russell?
Bill Russell 9 and Duncan 10.
All right.
So Wilt Chamberlain's not in your top 10.
Oh, I said Will.
No, you didn't. You said Kareem, not Wilt.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was about to say you made that top 10. You forgot arguably the greatest big man of all time.
My friend is going to kill me for that.
You had
He
to put
was a-
Hakeem. You had to
He
put
was a
Hakeem.
Sixer.
Hakeem, yes, but it's still low key.
Is he better than Wilt Chamberlain though?
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm going to take. Who's my last one?
Who was your last one?
Shit.
Should I
Well, we
go
have-
through it again?
We have a terrible memory.
Chad, do
Should
you
I
remember
go
this
through
last
it?
pick?
You said Bill Russell, and then you said somebody else.
Bill.
You say Dr. J?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
You said Tim Duncan, right?
Yep.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put Kareem. I'm going to put Wilt in there.
For Tim Duncan?
But Duncan's the top 10 all time. So I got to take Hakeem out and put Duncan.
Not
in
easy,
there.
huh?
No, you
put
had
Kobe
Tim
in there?
Duncan. The chat says your last pick was Tim Duncan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Pensman.
Then I'm good.
Welcome back.
So you're not putting Wilt in there.
No, I did put Will. I took out.
So you took out who? You didn't take anybody out. You
I
just
said
put
a
Wilt in
king.
there. There's
Elijah
11.
I took
You have
Elijah
11. It's tough. It's not easy.
Yeah, I
That's
took
why,
Elijah one out. I took Elijah one.
That's why, I didn't put Kobe in mine because I like Kobe
You
a
gotta
lot.
put
But
Kobe
it's
in
like,
there.
but who you taking
Like,
out?
that's
That's
a
the
given.
thing. But who you taking out?
I just told you who I took out.
But for me, it's like, am I taking out Bill Russell? Am I taking out Magic? Am I taking out Oscar Robertson or Dr. J? Or am I taking out Tim Duncan?
I'm a diehard Sixers fan. I'll put Kobe over Dr. J.
I guess that'd be the closest one because I'm not taking Oscar Robertson out. That guy was a human triple-double.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. It's tough.
Had Dunkin' Donuts. Good for you.
All right.
What kind of donuts did you have?
Yeah, did you get that all chocolate glazed, or did you get a cream-filled one?
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, we're doing picks and predictions. I'm just gonna do it off my phone here.
I love doing this stuff. I love just talking basketball all day.
Me
The pyramid
too.
thing is
Me
going
too.
to the pyramid thing is going to aggravate me the whole time.
Oh yeah. I thought that would be a good thing, you know. Pistons and the Hornets.
Oh my god. The two worst teams in the Eastern Conference.
Arguably the NBA.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Pistons.
I'm going Hornets.
Hornets.
Yeah, I'm going Hornets.
I agree.
Warriors, Pacers.
I'm going Pacers at home.
Yeah, they are home. Yeah.
Pacers.
I'm going Warriors.
I'm gonna be different. I'm going with Warriors.
Me too.
Remember, the Warriors went to overtime last night.
Yeah, no. Hawks
Dragon
at the
Fruit.
Magic.
Hawks.
Magic have won 4 in a row, but
Yeah,
I'm going with the Hawks.
I'm going Hawks.
Hawks.
I'm going Magic just because I seen what they did to my goddamn Raptors the past weekend, and that Franz Wagner and all those boys over there, they're fucking playing lights out. So until they prove me otherwise.
Kings and Raptors.
Randy's a disgruntled Raptors fan.
Speaking of Raptors, Kings at the Raptors.
I'm taking the Raptors.
I gotta go Raptors here. You know what? I'm going Kings because what happened last night? They got obliterated.
Okay.
So I'm going Kings.
Sorry, Randy. I'm taking the Kings. I like that Kings team.
Yeah, Jeff really does. He speaks highly on them every episode.
Just remember, we're the 6th-ranked defensive team in the NBA.
You lost to the Nets 4 times.
Doesn't matter. We didn't have Pascal Siakam for 3 of those games. But
how's Scotty Barnes doing?
Come at me when we finally have a full, healthy team.
Yeah, that's true.
Shut
your team down. We won't shut me down, but we'd shut you down.
The Knicks at the Bulls.
Knicks have won 4 in a row, so
The
I'm
Knicks
going
are
with the
14
I'm going with the
and 13.
Knicks.
I'm going
with the Knicks.
I'm going
I'll go with the Knicks.
Hey,
Bulls.
Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. All right. Next one. Heat and the Thunder.
Heat.
I'll go Heat.
Heat are not looking good.
No, they're not. The Heat are off to a bad start this year, and so are the
Okay.
Bulls.
I'm going
with the Thunder. I'm taking
too.
the Thunder.
Me too.
I don't trust the Heat right now.
Me too.
Same here.
They look old.
Randy, who you got? Heat.
I already
Thunder?
said Heat.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Trailblazers at the Spurs.
Blazers.
Blazers. Divided thing with that
Interesting
last
one.
game.
Interesting. Cavs at the Mavericks.
Cavs.
Mavericks.
The Mavericks are the favorite here.
Still taking the Cavs. Jeff needs 76ers background. No, why the hell would I want that? Why would I want that garbage on my back screen, Pensman?
All right. Wizards.
No offense, guys.
No,
Denver.
you're fine. Wizards, Nuggets. I'm going Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Randy, you win Nuggets too?
Yep.
Last but not least, Timberwolves at the Clippers.
Clippers.
Oh, I don't trust the Timberwolves. Clippers.
Yeah, Clippers.
Timberwolves.
Really? Why are you picking the Timberwolves? Just curious.
Is Kawhi playing or no?
If all New York teams suck, why do we have one of the best hockey teams in the NHL in the Devils?
No one talks about hockey.
Jerry says because all New York teams suck. And I'm talking about hockey.
Kawhi's playing.
What's up, Noble
Kawhi
guy?
is.
Yeah.
Paul George too.
Yep.
Then I go in Clippers.
That's the thing about them. It's like every single day you have to look at the injury report because every single day it's like Kawhi and Paul George are on it, and you have to wonder, are they going to play or not? Every single game with those two. Whoa. They're not on the schedule, I guess, tonight, Juice.
They're not playing tonight.
The tri-state area. I count them as New York, New Jersey.
Hey, Jeff, are you streaming tomorrow night?
Probably not. I don't think so.
You want to do the Bucks and Grizzlies game with me?
I'm not sure. If I might. I don't know if I'm going to be
Wait, do you
streaming
even have
tomorrow or
NBA
not.
TV?
No, I don't. I took it
Okay,
off
then
my
never mind.
package. I might be out all day tomorrow, so because
Cool,
I mean
cool.
I might be double dipping on the football games on Saturday and Sunday. I'm already doing the Saturday night game, but I
I
might do
already
the
got
Saturday
the thumbnails up. You're good.
Yeah, I saw it. Thank you. I might do the Saturday afternoon game, and if you guys want to co-host with me for the Jets Bills game, or no, the Jets aren't playing the Bills. They're playing the Lions.
Randy, I got to talk. Are you going to do the third place World Cup game on Saturday?
Screw the
No.
Clippers.
Okay, that's the Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that concludes episode 3 of the Pick and Roll podcast. The best episode yet. I'm telling you, this was a great episode. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Randy for being on. Randy, second week in a row. Nikki, back-to-back shows with me and you. Jeff, third podcast with you. Great crew.
Breaking news in the NFL. Cardinals GM
Oh, yeah, I just got
Stephen
that.
Klein is taking an indefinite absence away from the team for health-related reasons. So the Cardinals, who are an absolute mess right now after the Kyler Murray injury, now they're going to be missing their GM. He's taking an indefinite leave. That whole team might be scrapped.
Their season's
And
over.
And make sure you guys subscribe to everybody. The links are in the description. Subscribe to Nikki. Subscribe to Next Shift Randy. Subscribe to NYGWT85. Actually,
I just
don't.
want to say something quick
That's
before you end.
769, so you got to stay there. But anyway.
Oh, go ahead, Randy, real quickly.
I just want to say I want to give a huge shout out to Twitch, the gentleman that was on Ellen DeGeneres show, the DJ there, and anybody, and I'm talking anybody in the chat, you three gentlemen as well. If anybody's dealing with any mental health issues, please reach out to me. I'm there to talk to you. I'm there to help. We all need to stick together. We all bleed the same color. We all need to look out for each other. And if you're dealing with something, just make sure you know that I'm here for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, so am I. But we all
Randy's a really nice guy, unless you talk about that man over there in Tampa Bay wearing the red jersey. Then he gets
Fuck
really
Tom
mad.
Brady. Fuck
There you go. See, there you go. See, hey,
same
you
with
might
Drake.
get your wish. They
Same
might
with
not
Drake.
make the playoffs. They might not make the playoffs this year.
Same with Drake.
Please.
Oh, wait. I got to. Hold on.
Randy, if the Bucks are playing one night and we get to stream it, you're going to be on with me. I want you to stream a game with me when the Bucks are playing. I want an unfiltered next shift Randy when it comes to that man.
Well, we might get kicked off if that's the case.
That's fine with me. We're not going to get kicked off. None of us are monetized, so it's okay.
True.
All right,
I'm down.
guys.
I'm down.
Thank you. Excellent.
All right, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe. Next week is going to be great. We're going to have
You want
both
to
of
just go
these
for
guys
another
on
minute so we
again.
hit 1:30? We're
Might as
almost
well.
at 1 minute.
Might as well just
I'm
rip it
trying.
out.
That's the goal here.
We have we're like about a little bit under 1 minute.
We've
an hour
seen
and
that
30.
Penn Smith. Yeah, he went to the Dodgers.
Yeah, he's not that good like he used to be anymore. He's not. And if anybody saw Carlos Correa sign that monster deal last night with the San Francisco Giants, 13 years, $350 million. I think they're nuts, but
And guys, FYI, I'm clipping a couple segments out of this to make it its own video. I'm definitely clipping that Joel Embiid segment.
All right.
I don't know which one. All right, you guys know which one I'm clipping. Shit.
Yeah.
And by the way,
guys,
too,
Well,
you're
huh?
gonna. This is not the only time you're gonna see myself and Mitch. You will see us about an hour and a half as we will be covering I said WWE almost AEW, and there's breaking news on WWE. If you got, if you didn't see the breaking news about WWE earlier, we'll probably talk about it on the stream during AEW. We'll be covering Winter is Coming, so you'll be seeing us in about an hour and a half covering the AEW Winter is Coming pay-per-view. So just be on the lookout for that for myself and Mitch. Tyler will be there as well, so just be lookout for that. But go ahead, Mitch.
Have a good night, everybody. It passed the 1 hour and 30 mark.
Yes.
So, anyways, guys, make sure you subscribe to the network, please. The link is down there. We're also live over there. So, please. And also, the NFC's Real Deal Roundup. Actually, Jeff, you do it better than me.
The Real Deal NFC East Roundup with Mac the Giants fan and Adam Costas is right now going in session. I believe they've been on for at least an hour. So
I'm going to pop over there and just go, fly, Eagles, fly.
I would not do that. Do you really want to set Adam off? He's already he's already pissed off because of what happened on Sunday. Do you really want to set him off more?
Might as well.
And Mac too. Yeah, you guys will enjoy it. You relish in that. I had to deal with that crap when I was streaming on Sunday where I was getting destroyed, but I took it like a man.
That was your fault.
I know it was my fault. I said I would do it. I stuck out there, and I took it like a man. And it was really bad. It was brutal. That whole Sunday was brutal.
Well, we enjoyed you there, though.
I appreciate it. I enjoyed it, too.
A little bit. Have a good
Go
one.
Raptors!
Let's go, Sixers. Nets suck.
Awesome. Powerful nature. Hot, exciting.